I feel so lonely sometimes. I just want the James I met, the James I married. I want to go to sleep with you at night and wake up in your arms in the morning and see you by my side.
Just wait 2 more years, Helen.
2 more years?
When my promotion comes, I won't be taking on as much responsibility.
Yeah, right.
And we can move to a nice, calm coastal town, retire, and the kids will be out.
Nice dream.
This short film, No Time, was definitely an intense scene between a husband and a wife about their relationship turmoil and how he thinks she's selfish for wanting to spend more time together. I think that the twist in the end was very unexpected, but very well done. And when I watched it back, I noticed that they never once look at each other while talking, which I think was a really cool thing to include. Even though he's driving, it makes it all much clearer that he's talking to a ghost of her. Slash to himself the whole time, which was super clever. And she was right that his plans were a pipe dream, and she died before they could make it all right.
No Time. I have a lot to say about this because, I mean, in the beginning, it was so quiet in the car and they're both looking straight forward. They're kind of dressed up and they're going by a cemetery. So I actually thought it was about, they're going to a funeral, they're in grief, they're quiet. And so when she started talking, it made me laugh, honestly, in a good way, in an unexpected way, because it felt like it was going to be really deep and about grief. And so the setup just made me think whatever they're about to say or go do was going to be really, sad. And so when she started talking, I thought they were in the middle of an argument. So it kind of made me laugh because it threw me off. And I was like, okay, they're arguing about life when they're about to go to someone's funeral. And it just threw me off. Anyway, it was in a good way. It took me out of what I expected and surprised me, which is great. And then I just felt like as they were talking and they were looking forward, it just gave me this feeling of neither one of them saw the other one. It felt kind of theatrical in a way, like we were watching them talk to themselves almost. And I liked that feeling because it kept me intrigued and it was making me wonder, why are they not looking at each other? But I didn't really know what the twist was going to be. So it didn't fully give that away. To me, their argument was a classic male-female thing where the woman is like, we need to live in the moment. And the man is like, I'm preparing for the future. It's such a dilemma I think a lot of people have as a couple. And when she said nice dream, it made me laugh out loud again, I think, just because it felt very kind of like a dark comedy in a way, or a dramedy, because some of these things kind of hit me, just my funny bone a little bit in a good way again. Especially when she said you don't even know what grade the kids are in. It's just maybe she has a comedy background, because I thought some of the things she said just really hit my funny bone. But it was so well done. Like when he got out and went to the grave, I would have liked to see him at the grave a little bit longer, but when he got back into the car and looked and she wasn't there, I was like, okay, that's why I had that feeling a little earlier on that they weren't really seeing each other. And it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moment at the end. It just says, stay in the moment, live in the moment, be there for each other, because you never know when it's over, when you're out of time. So really well done. Perfect pace, perfect length. I like this a lot. I love the idea. The script was great, very creative, and I think this will win some awards for you guys. So great job.
I kind of wish this film had been shot from a different angle, where you didn't know they were in a cemetery, because it kind of gives away that he's talking to his deceased wife. It does seem quite well done, though, with I think it was 2 angles at the most that they shot from, and it really works well because it's a film about regret, and that's not something that shows enough. That films don't really show what is your regret before you before someone passes on. What would you regret? What would you want to say to them? And clearly what he did was fight with his wife a lot. She kept mentioning they're running out of time. The dialogue was great. I do kind of wish that there were different angles to this. They were all shot from one angle. I don't know if it was the location they were in that made that necessary or what, but it was or a limited time, anything happening like that, but it was really well acted. It was put together quite well with a very long shot, and the script is there because it really does talk about that one thing that nobody wants to talk about: regret.
No Time has a strong message to tell about a couple who doesn't care each other enough, and one day it might be too late. I feel like this short film captures this message pretty well through the camera work, through the dialogues, and through the performance of the actors. It just kind of like 3 minute length of the whole movie, but for the man and the woman, like in this short film, talks about like how their relationship got strained and it never been the same, and the man tried to like push like the focus out of like his wife. It's pretty heartbroken to see this, and at the end of the short film, it's such a good twist to see and to say how like you need to do it now for the couple to save your relationship. So I feel like everything is well done together to tell this message effectively.